500 hosts, 500 changes, and a database restart that brought down production. The culprit, an empty limit flag. Let's break down Ansible in CI/CD pipelines, how it works, and the exact mistake behind that failure. Ansible CI/CD integrates playbook execution into automated pipelines. It handles secrets injection, host selection, and quality gates before touching production. In Jenkins, use the declarative pipeline with a SH step. Store vault passwords as secret text and inject them via with credentials. This Jenkins pipeline creates a vault password file from a credential, runs the playbook with limit and vault password file, then cleans up. GitHub Actions has a community action that simplifies running playbooks. Store vault passwords as repository secrets and pass them via env. This workflow uses the Ansible playbook action with vault password from secrets and runs in check mode with diff. The limit flag is your best friend in CI. Always use it with a parameter that defaults to a safe group and validate it's non-empty. This Jenkins stage validates that HOSDS is non-empty and exists in inventory before running the playbook. A common pattern is to run checkdiff in a separate stage and fail the pipeline if it detects changes. This acts as a dry run gate. This Jenkins stage runs check mode and fails if any changes are detected, preventing unexpected modifications. Molecule is the standard testing framework for Ansible roles. Run it in CI on every PR to validate playbooks against Docker containers. This molecule, IML, defines a Docker-based test scenario with Ubuntu 22.04 and Ansible pre-installed. This is the same issue we highlighted at the start. Here's exactly why that happened. The pipeline script used limit HOSDS, where HOSDS was an empty string because the input parameter wasn't required and defaulted to. Ansible treats empty limit as no limit, so it ran on all hosts in inventory. The pipeline passed an empty string to limit, causing Ansible to target all hosts. The fix adds a validation to fail if HOSDS is empty and sets a default to canary. The fix was to add early validation that HOSDS is non-empty and set a default of canary. Now the pipeline fails immediately if the limit is missing. Ansible treats empty limit as no limit, so it runs on all hosts. Always validate that the limit is non-empty. This is the exact line that caused the incident. HOSDS was empty, so Ansible targeted all hosts. Always validate that limit is non-empty. The Ansible/Ansible playbook action does not support multiple vault IDs natively. Use a raw run step with vaulted for that. Modules like command and shell do not support check mode and always report changed. Use changed when, false, or check mode, no on such tasks. Never echo the vault password into the pipeline log. Use with credentials to mask it and clean up the file immediately. The vaulted syntax shown in the article requires Ansible 2.4+. In older versions, 2.3 and below, only vault password file is supported. Ensure your CI runner's Ansible version matches the syntax used. The article mentions multiple molecule scenarios, but doesn't show how to run them in CI. Use molecule test all to run all scenarios, or specify a scenario with molecule test S scenario name. The article warns about modules that don't support check mode, but doesn't mention that check can still trigger side effects like fact gathering or API calls. Use check diff carefully and consider using check mode. False on tasks that make external API calls. Use Ansible inventory to debug host matching, run check mode to see changes, and test idempotency by running the playbook twice. Let's run through some common interview questions. How to pass vault password in Jenkins, use with credentials and vault password file. Purpose of check mode, dry run gate to detect changes before apply. How to limit hosts in CI, use limit with validated non-empty parameter. And a few frequently asked questions. Can I run Ansible without limit? Technically yes, but dangerous, always use it. How to handle multiple vault IDs, use raw run with vaulted and separate files. How to speed up molecule tests, use Docker scenarios, limit platforms per PR. Let's recap the key takeaways. Store vault passwords in CI secrets, Always use non-empty limit. Add check mode as dry run gate. Run molecule tests before merge. Ready to go deeper? Up next, Ansible performance tuning, then Ansible linting and testing with molecule, then Ansible Windows automation, and Ansible network automation. Find them all at thecodeforge.io. Thanks for watching. The full article and code examples are covered in detail at thecodeforge.io.